Hello guys.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah.
This is Sam and Olga once again. As you can see, we're back in the woods. Today the little one is sleeping, so we're gonna take this opportunity and give you another juicy video. So this is another segment of relationship detox. And while most of the time we're talking about romantic relationships, today we're going to be talking about friends and acquaintances. Okay, because as much as your loved ones and your immediate family basically determine really who you are, you know, because who you are around basically can make or break you and determine to some extent which way you're gonna go in life. Okay, but sometimes more so than your loved ones and your family, it is also friends and acquaintances around us.
Exactly.
And Sam and I, we have had
our fair share
of experiences with all types of people that fall into various different categories, whether they're friends or acquaintances. I mean, we have stories to fill a whole book when it comes to our experiences with that, and how really they can really who you hang out with and how far you let people into your life, and the emotional investment you put into it can really make or break you. It really is true, because the people around you drain your energy one way or another. Okay, and it's not necessarily always a bad thing. You have energy to spread it, right, to share it, because that's the only way we function in this world. If we don't have energy, we're dead, right? But so basically, either you spend your energy willingly and voluntarily into you know, investing time, emotions, anything really that you want, that you deem worthy or valuable into a relationship. You spend your energy to, you know, dish that out basically to make that relationship happen. So that's one way of spending your energy. Or you could unwillingly be spending your energy by your friends or acquaintances, draining that energy out by involving you and dragging you into their problems where you actually don't have any business being in, or coming to you with every single problem that they have, but not listening to any suggestions. So basically you are just their, you know, depository for their crap that's going on in their lives. So there's many different ways that friends and acquaintances can drain your energy. And if it's a bad type of situation where the energy spent is on something that doesn't really concern you, but it's just being drained out of you like crazy, then it comes to a point where you're going to have to make a decision whether to continue that relationship or end it for your own sanity. And we have had to do that several times, not just once, unfortunately, to either let people go completely or to just give them an arm's length, depending on what category these people were falling into and what they were doing to basically the amount of energy they were draining from us, right? So, but before you can do that, before you can sort out through this maze of energy sucking humans, you know, around you, you need to first sit down and really think of, okay, which categories are those people in? Because honestly, sometimes we think a person is in that specific category when really they're in a different category. So you have expectations of them that they cannot and will not ever meet or fulfill, and that also will drain your energy, because you're going to be desperate for this reaction or this outcome that you're not getting, right? So it's important to categorize these people so that you can act and treat them accordingly, basically. And those categories is what we're going to be talking about today, right?
I mean, what you said is very, very important, because after having, you know, gone through a series of disappointments and hurts, you know, from friends or people that you may call friend or friends,
or consider as friends,
or consider even as friends, after going through all those kind of upsets, you come to a point or realization in your life that, you know, you sit down and say, you know what, I don't want to be going through this every time, you know, somebody comes close to me as a friend, or I happen to, you know, meet somebody. So for us, what we do is anybody that comes within our circle of friends, we have to have that category. Like, okay, what type of friends are you to us? You know, because it helps us a lot to
minimize expectations,
exactly, and hurts and disappointments,
and being disappointed, exactly, because especially me, right? We were just talking about about it this morning. Since I was in elementary, I've always I always wanted to get the best out of people, and I was always being nice to people that were nasty to me. And even though in elementary at one point it actually worked, eventually this person that was really nasty to me did become my friend. But when you progress in life, you meet people where it's just not going to happen, and you're going to keep getting disappointed, and you don't want to do that to yourself, right? So it's important to get yourself out of that state of vulnerability, because otherwise people are going to trample all over you. Whether it's you as an individual or you as a couple, right?
Exactly.
I always say that you have to be nice, be kind, but don't take shit. And it took me a while to really embrace that, because I was taking a lot of shit. A lot from people, and
I had to always be on it
and look, I am not a confrontational person at all. So to me, what works, or what worked and still works, is basically giving an arm's length to people that I know are not going to put in the same measure into the relationship as I am. So I have to just kind of let that go, and if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. A relationship is going to blossom either way, because you know, if personalities click and your interests align and you have each other's best interests and your progress at heart, there is no other way the relationship is going to happen, and it is going to progress. Because again, if your interests align, for example, right, you're going to be calling each other, you're going to be want to spend time together. And if that interest is only one way, then you will know, because of how the other person is responding to your calls or not responding to your calls, or, you know, stuff like that.
Like things that is supposed to be happening naturally, is not happening naturally. And you find yourself, you rather, you know, find yourself to be overworking, you know, and you're like, why am I overworking? Like,
myself,
why do I always have to do this? Why do I always have to initiate this? Why do I always? And that's where you question things.
Which is also exactly what happened to Sam at one point. And I remember when we first got together, he would be on the phone with his friends, including his best friend, on a daily basis for hours, to the point where I even got like, you talk to this person more than you talk to me.
Because that's how much friends, you know, means to me, you know. So
but that's the point. You were always the one making the call. And when you notice that, oh, if I don't call, these people don't call me, right? It was really disappointing in the beginning, but it's something that you have to just accept. And once he realized that, look, I am not getting the same measure back as I'm putting in, he also stopped.
I stopped.
Because that's energy he's putting in that he could be putting in elsewhere, where he actually does get reciprocation.
And you know, the funny thing, now I'm getting the feedback as to, you don't call. But where were you guys when I was doing all the calls?
When he was doing all the calls, exactly.
So now that's
so I believe,
anyway,
so there's two categories we believe that fall within friendship. So there's two types of friends. There are your best friends or your best friend, because I do believe you can have more than one best friend.
Exactly.
Right? Best example, Stranger Things. Anyway, I'm a big Stranger Things fan. But there's your best friends who, in certain there's a plane. Sorry, guys.
We are very, very close to the airport, so we run into this planes taking off and landing and all that stuff. So bear with us, please.
So your best friends, right? And those people could, in some instances, even be closer to you than your own family. Everything that you do concerns each other. Your pain is their pain, your joy is their joy, and they are with you through thick and thin forever. And it doesn't matter what. It's kind of like what a marriage should be, through better and through worse, right? Or for better and for worse, through anything you can think of. You do that. Those are, for me, what best friends are, right? And then you have
I mean, I just want to touch it a little bit. Best friends, basically, to summarize who a best friend should be, you know, there are no what do you call it, conditions. It's very, very unconditional.
Yes.
Just to summarize it up for you guys, very, very unconditional.
Partners in crime.
Partners in crime.
What you wish for in a spouse, right?
Yeah.
That's what your best friends are.
That is, yeah. He or she should be there for you, no matter what, whether you are in the wrong or you are in the right, or whatever the situation.
Yeah. Whether you fall to the lowest, rock bottom, or you rise up to the highest heights of life, they are with you.
They are with you.
And there's no jealousy. There's
nothing,
no ill will.
Genuine happiness.
Yes.
For your progress.
Exactly.
Those are the kind of energy you want to be around.
Exactly. And those are what best friends are to us, right? And then you have your casual friends.
Yeah.
And I have an example. I had a casual friend that I mistook.
Yeah, mistook for.
Yeah. For a friend, not a best friend, but like a
one
real
step level.
Yeah, almost a best friend.
Yeah.
And there were some red flags that were popping up.
Which
in
normally
terms of,
you tend to ignore them, right?
Yeah, not ignore per se, but I always try to put myself in other people's shoes, and if I understand where they're coming from, then I can't take it personally anymore. So I do give people a lot of room because humans are humans. They're always going to mess up, right? But anyway, so there were a few red flags, and this sun.
Yeah, it's kind of like
it comes and goes. So it's like it doesn't matter where you go.
Where you position yourself, But hey, that's okay.
Sorry. So anyway, what happened was, in a nutshell, there was a lot of jealousy going on that person's part. It started with my first pregnancy. I was pregnant, or we were pregnant at the same time, and she ended up losing her baby, and that put her into a kind of jealousy where she was bad-mouthing me in front of a friend that we had in common.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I found out from her herself. She told me this and apologized, and she knew she was wrong and everything. It was just maybe the hormones or whatever. She just couldn't help herself, and the disappointment. So to me, I understand. If I would have lost a child, I would be also going crazy. Yeah. But anyway, so that was the first strike, and then the second and last strike was when, again, her relationship wasn't going as well as mine and Sam's relationship was going. And she came to me and basically giving me all of the crap that was going on in her relationship. And I, as a friend, was there to listen and to give her advice, which was a big mistake. Not because you shouldn't give your friend advice, but because I mistook her for a better friend than she actually was.
Yeah.
So that advice, in turn, came back and bit me in the ass when, in the middle of the night, I got a phone call from her boyfriend just bitching me out. Why am I doing this? Why am I saying that? Like accusing me of things that I have never said in that way, but because she was turning my words around to make me look bad and her look good in front of her boyfriend.
Which still today, I don't understand how.
Right? So this is what happened. And of course, naturally, I was very disappointed. I was very hurt. It was just, I didn't expect it. I didn't see that coming, because again, I was seeing her more as a friend than she was seeing me, obviously. Because if she saw me as a friend, she would never throw me under the bus like that. Yeah. And well, needless to say, we broke up contact. We till today, and this happened like 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
Right. And I have no idea what's going on, and it's unfortunate because the way her character was, her personality, we had a lot of fun together. Yeah, we did spend lots of time together. That's why I consider her a good friend.
Yep.
And then for that to happen, so from that point forward, and the thing is, Sam predicted all of this because he's a very good judge of character.
Yeah. And
he warned me that this could happen, so that I braced myself for when it does. And when it did happen, I was like, wow, you're like my oracle now.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like it was really hard on her.
Yeah, it was.
Even though with all my warnings and everything, I mean, it will still be. So, and this is the reason why we're saying.
I mean, you give people the benefit of the doubt, and then they go and they just,
and just blow it, and
Right.
But again, that comes to the point where we're saying from all these experiences that we've been having, series of disappointments and all that stuff, now we had to sit down and kind of like sift all these people that we perceive as friends. We have to sift them through to see who falls under what category, so that when they are displaying certain kind of behaviors or displaying what character traits, yes, exactly, I know, or we know exactly why and where
it's going to go.
It's going to go,
so that we can again brace ourselves or avoid it altogether.
Yeah. So that way we minimize disappointments and hurts and all that
because I mean, this is, look, all these times that lady has come to my house and complained about what was going on in her life, that time was taken away from me and him. So that's what I mean by friends and acquaintances drain your energy either way. Right? So, and then for the whole relationship just to be thrown out the window like that, I've wasted my time. That emotional investment that I put into that relationship was for nothing, basically. But I hope not for nothing, because I can only hope that the loss of our friendship has taught her a lesson. I can only hope. I don't know, because in that case it wasn't all for nothing, at least. You know? But basically, she was a casual friend that I have mistaken for a good friend or close to a best friend. And I think casual friends, they do genuinely have your best interest at heart, but not at the expense of theirs. When it comes to them choosing, they will always choose themselves over you, right? So I think those are what casual friends are. They are not there for you through thick and thin. They're only there for certain maybe certain milestones in your life, certain occasions in your life, but they can go so far and no further, because that's not their job. They're not your best friends. That is not their job. So if they do not meet you where you want them to be, don't take it personal. Don't be too upset about it, because that's how I had to think of it. That's not their job, right? Their job is to just be there to support you up until a certain point, and then they're done.
They would definitely leave you. So I mean, that's how you have to say it. They will leave you, and because I mean, things will happen in their lives, and they might see or find people that they think they are more important than you.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's another story. Another friend of mine. Well, I say friend. That I met, and we really hit it off. But then, as soon as she had a boyfriend, that was it for us hanging out. So, but again, she's not a bad person. She doesn't wish me any harm. She's not evil. She's not nothing. It's just that the relationship she could have with me is really not even close to being a priority. Whatever she has going on with that guy and what they want to do is more important, and obviously I'm not important enough to be part of that. So that's okay. I mean, that's okay.
You're going to run into people like that in your life, so do not take it personal.
No.
It's just sad. The whole situation becomes unfortunate, and that.
Because I mean, those are potential friendships that could develop into something great. And it's not being taken seriously. So I mean, it's just a waste, in my opinion. Right. But anyways.
And also, guys, be aware of what I personally call destiny killers.
I think we're going into acquaintances now.
So that's where.
Friends, we have best friends and casual friends. Okay, and then we have your acquaintances, which a lot of people mistaken acquaintances for friends, and they even use that term, which we're used to. We're friends. It's a friend. It's a friend, when really they're acquaintances. And there are also different types of acquaintances, right? They are the ones to grace your occasions. When you have a party, a birthday, a wedding, anything, anniversary, they get invited. Because maybe you know them, because I don't know, you used to be neighbors or colleagues, whatever. They're there to grace your occasions, and that's it. You don't see them or hear from them outside of those occasions. There are those ones. Then we have your friend wannabes, and also the user/opportunist, which they're very similar.
To the acquaintance.
Because they're the ones who who pretend to be your friends, right?
But
But not because they, well, okay.
I think it's for their own benefit.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is the
Yeah.
friend wannabes, they actually do really like you genuinely.
Yeah.
But then the users and the opportunists, they don't even like you,
Yeah.
but they pretend to because they want to get something out of you or out of that so-called friendship.
Yeah.
So those ones, people have tons of those.
Yeah.
Way more than the friends, even the casual friends,
Yeah.
you know. And we have had plenty of those, and even those ones I considered friends at one point until I realized that really they're not
Yeah.
gracing our occasions.
No.
Because they're genuinely interested in our progress,
No.
or not because they're genuinely happy for the milestone that we're celebrating, but because they're there to get noticed. They're there to.
It's all about notoriety, you know, guys.
Exactly,
you know,
exactly.
And yeah, those are the ones. Everyone needs to be, you know, mindful and, you know, be on the lookout for those type of people. You know, they, like she said, they will show up to your occasions not because of you.
Not because of you.
It is
but
because of them.
Because they want to be the center of attention.
They don't respect your time. You know.
Yeah, those are kind of the signs to look for. Yeah, they don't respect your time.
They don't respect your time. Nothing they do.
Yeah.
You know, concerning you, your invitation to them, it's about you.
Yeah.
Everything is about them.
Right. Right.
Those are the people I call showmanship, you know. Like, again, notoriety, you know. They just want everything for themselves.
They don't come to your birthday because they're happy for you. They come to your birthday because of the people that are going to be there.
Yeah.
And they are going to be noticed by those people. We had a ton of those people, you know, like it's
crazy. Like,
it is crazy, and it's draining.
It drains your energy
to the point where I remember you wanted to do a big birthday party for me when I turned 30, and I said no because it seems like I have come to a point where I want to spend time, quality time with the people that genuinely love me the way I love them, and it's very few.
Yep.
But that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Yep.
I love relationships.
Yeah.
I love communication, conversations, laughing. That's my thing. I love to laugh, and anybody that can make me laugh to the point where I'm tearing up is my favorite person. And if it's not any of those people, I feel like I'm wasting my time and my energy, because again, I know they're not here for us. They're here for the free food, for the free drinks, and for the show that they can put up in front of all the other guests that are going to be there. Yeah. And I honestly, I'm done with that. Like,
yeah, I mean, I remember that was when we were already here, right?
Right.
So, she turned 30, and I was happy. I was excited. I wanted to celebrate a big milestone because I mean we've gone through a lot, and look, I can spend the whole day and the next day and more to come just talking about the goodness of this beautiful lady you see beside me, but that's not why we're here today. So I personally wanted to throw something big for her, you know.
Right.
So I'm making, you know, a list of people to invite and all that stuff, and she came to me and it's like,
I'm like, I don't even want to see these people.
I only need like 2 or 3 people. I'm like, are you kidding me?
No,
I was so offended, but she wasn't kidding.
I wasn't kidding.
And then, you know, I got into why.
Right.
You know, and she sat me down and went through everything, and I was like, wow, I never even thought about that that way, you know. And it's true. The explanation she gave me, it was 100% true. Like, why waste all this time and energy
and money
for exactly, and money for people that really do not give a crap ass about you.
Exactly.
Like,
and you know that they don't give a crap.
You know too that they don't.
And
if you don't know, that's one thing, but you know they don't give a crap ass about you. The next day they've forgotten about you, or that's it, and that's about it. And she said, I only need 2-3 people, and those very 2-3 people are the people I personally know. I will sit and have a conversation, and knowing very well that whatever I'm saying to them, they are listening.
Yes.
And that was a big wake-up call for me. And I said, actually, you're right.
I said, the thing is, if you invite 50 or 100 people to sit down for a meal and then have a party, to me, that's nothing special. Everybody does that. I mean, people do that every year for their birthdays. There's nothing special about it, especially because, you know, these people are only there for the free food. So if you want to do anything for me, then I want something I can think back to and remember that, oh, that was great. Give me an experience. And if it's just sitting down to for dinner with my friends, that's even great, because the laughs we're gonna have, I'm going to be remembering that forever, right? But if it's not for that, then I don't know, let's go bungee jumping or something, you know, like let's do something, let's have an experience. That is way more important to me than pleasing these acquaintances.
The unfortunate thing though, guys, very, very unfortunate, she mentioned 2 or 3. I couldn't even get 2 or 3.
What do you mean?
That was the unfortunate part of it all.
You couldn't get 2 or 3 what?
2 or 3 real friends to sit.
No, I could have, but we just canceled the whole thing. So we didn't even do anything.
But even those 2 or 3 that you are thinking, again, that's what we were saying. Those are the type of people we are, again, misinterpreting or mistaking them for who they really are to us.
Right.
This is classic example, because at that time, that was what we were thinking. We thought, oh, they were friends, but they're not. And to put it in that perspective, like that category that you wanted to sit and have fun and talk, they are not.
Right.
They are not.
Right.
So this is what I'm saying, that even the 2 or 3 I couldn't, so we had to even cancel the whole thing.
We did, because it was just frustrating.
It was just frustrating. Even thinking about it is still frustrating.
And then, and the thing is, what pissed me off the most was, I mean, if you talk about friends, you can expect anything. But then you have family, which is a whole other topic we could make a video about.
By the way, it's going to come up.
Family.
We're going to make a video on that.
That I mean, they did not only not come, but most of them didn't even get back to me with the RSVP. Did not even get back to me at all after several attempts to be like, yo, today's the RSVP date. Like, you know, hello, are you coming? Because we have to plan.
And
we're in
a
common courtesy message that, look, we're busy, or yes, we're coming, we're not coming. Not even that. And this is family we're talking about, and I'm not like extended family, but still. And I've said that before, and I've realized it the most when we started our whole entrepreneurship journey. That friends and family will be the ones to support you the least. And when we started this whole thing, whole, you know, working for ourselves and trying to, you know, find alternative ways to make an income other than the traditional job market, right? The people that I was betting on to support us, they were the first ones to let us down.
The first
ones. And I'm
ones.
like, that is exactly what I have heard and what's been said when we were getting into it. And it's true. So there you go. It's just, that's what it is. I mean,
28 minutes. Whoa. But anyway, it's a very important topic. So,
it is.
So guys, I mean, this is just a few classifications of friends.
I think I remember
or people we call friends. You know,
we started talking about like certain signs to look out for so that you can tell that these people are not serious with you. And basically, not respecting your time is one of them. You invite them at 3, but they come at 5. Or another thing is, you invite them to your birthday, and they bring you chocolates or something that you find out later is already expired and has probably been sitting at their counter for months and months and months. That's another sign right there that you weren't even worth them making a trip to the store to actually buy you fresh
even
candies
if it's for
$2 or chocolates.
Even if it's for $2, well, which I'll still be upset. But personally, guys, hey, if I'm celebrating my birthday, I'm telling you straight up, don't ever give me a card.
Just a card.
I would love you more if you don't give me nothing. But if you give me a card, gosh, man, I just don't know.
Like, it's like, what do you do with that?
It's so offensive. Like, I take offense to that. I take offense to that. Just the card, I can't stand that. Like I said, I would love you more if nothing. Right. So please, Yeah, I was telling her the other day. Yeah,
I know we were
like,
laughing about it, but it's true.
it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. Don't I don't I can't I don't do cards. I don't
what are
do
you
cards.
gonna do with the card?
Yeah.
Especially the ones where they don't even write anything themselves.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah?
oh.
They buy a card
Oh,
that has
you go
something
to
written
a
already. and
dollar store and just grab those.
get a card with the poem in it, and then you just put your name and you think you've done something
that's
great.
so offensive. I just I don't roll that way. Yeah.
Because I think the reason why it bothers you and us so much is because we would never do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We put so much, again, like on the previous video that we did, we talked about how friends means a lot to us. So again, the measure, the input that we put in our friendship, in our friends, we expect the same thing back.
Right.
So if you are not reciprocating the same measure to us, that means you are
Then
really
that's a sign to
That-
us
yeah.
that you are communicating to us that we don't mean as much to you.
exactly. So
Which is fine.
which is fine.
That just means that, again, arm's length.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's what we were talking about in the beginning of the
Yeah.
video. Yeah. Based on what categories some people fall into and how much energy they're actually draining from you, you might want to cut people out completely
Yep.
or just give them an
Oh,
arm's
arm's
length.
length, yeah.
Yeah. Just to, again, keep your own sanity.
The
Keep
sanity
your-
is very,
yeah,
very important.
Exactly.
You need a sanity.
Because the
Yeah.
people around you will make or break you, but you are in control of who is
Yeah.
around you, right? And who influences you. That's
Yeah.
all up to you. Yeah. I'm good like that. I can be around a group of people that is completely the opposite of me and it's not going to influence me
Yeah.
unless I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the key right here. Don't get influenced just because you want to be liked or you want to have you want to feel like you belong somewhere.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
important to find belonging, but not just for the sake of that.
No.
You need to belong somewhere where you really belong.
Where you really
where
belong.
people
Yeah.
accept you and love you for who you are, not for who they want you to be.
Yep.
That is a waste of time, a waste of energy, a waste of
Everything in your life.
Right?
It's a waste. Yeah.
It's honestly, it's better to be alone. And I remember going through that in junior high. We just made that big move, and I just couldn't find anyone to be like to belong to. Like there were a lot of cliques and little groups, and I had just come, right?
From where?
From Germany. We came to
Yeah.
Germany to Canada, and I just couldn't find any group that wanted to
Yeah.
accept me. And they were all, I mean, it just happened to be a school where everything was like very small and everyone was kind of related one way or another, and so anything that was different or new, it was very hard for them to adapt to that or to accept it somehow. So I had a hard time making friends, but I also noticed that they were really mean in the beginning. I mean, I haven't really had to do much with bullies in Germany, not in the same way, but basically me not speaking any English, they knew that just so they could laugh at me, right? So, but I said to myself, look, rather than stooping down to their level, I'd rather just be a loner, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be ganging up with other girls to make fun of other people. I'm not going to do that. So it's better to be alone than to than to belong to a
Little
group.
one is up there.
Yeah, then belong
Let
to a
me
group
grab
that
it.
doesn't reflect your values.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
But I think we're pretty much done, right? Okay, so let me wrap it up here for you guys while Sam is getting Joshua. So thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to put your comments in the section. There he is.
Yeah.
Good morning.
That's
Yeah,
our little
don't
one.
forget to put your comments down. Please do, share with us your experiences. We'd love to hear from you.
And also, let us know what topics of interest you would want us to talk about, or make a video on
Yeah,
that.
we've
So,
had a lot of feedback on our last video that we did. That was also about friends.
Yeah.
So and we had some requests to kind of expatiate on that topic. So
Yeah.
that's why we brought you this video that we did today. So any other suggestions or anything else that interests you, please let us know and we'll make a video on that.
All right. So again.
Okay, so you guys have been
Detox.
Bye.